Hi everyone, it's Julie Feuerborn. I'm Julie the Money Coach, and I'm here to present my latest vlog for Me, our favorite health and wellness online magazine. So happy that you're here to join me today. It's sunny here today in England for a change. We're loving it. So today I want to talk to you about one of my personal favorite topics. It's compound interest. Yeah, don't roll over. Don't pull those covers up. Don't hide your head. This is a really important topic for everyone, every single one of us to understand. It is such a powerful tool. I think Albert Einstein was quoted as saying that compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe. Don't know if he really said that, but I'd like to believe that he did and that he got into this stuff too. So what I want to talk about is compound interest and why it's important. So let me step back just a second and explain a little bit about what it is and how it works. So compound interest is when your money works for you, when you get interest on interest, okay? And when you put money into your savings account at the bank or building society or credit union, wherever you are in the world, when you put money in, they offer to pay you some interest on that. And that's the risk you take by giving them that money instead of putting it under your mattress where it would be safer. Yes, I don't really want you to put it under your mattress, but because you are loaning them your money and in turn a bank will loan it to other people and make more money, it's how the system works, they give you interest. And it's super powerful because when you leave your money in your account and your interest grows on top of your interest, it compounds. Okay, so I want to give you a couple of examples. Let's say that you saved $15 or 15 pounds a month that you set aside, and at the end of each week you went to the bank and deposited that money. Okay, over the course of a month you would have 60 pounds that's going into the bank, and after the course of a year you would have about 720 pounds that you've put in the bank. And if that's all that happened, that's all that would be there at the end of the year. But the incredible thing is compound interest. So each time you make a deposit, interest starts accruing on that money. And I'm going to use 6% as an example, that you would have a 6% interest rate. Yes, I know there's probably not a bank in the world that is offering 6% right now, but I will come back to that. I've chosen that number for a reason. And when you leave it there and it grows, at the end of a year, that 620 pounds that you put in there initially would be closer to, did I say 600? 720 pounds that you put in there initially. At the end of a year would be about 763 pounds. That extra 43 pounds you get in interest and they give it to you because it's in the bank. And the next year you'll take all of those deposits that you make and that 43 pounds that was there in interest, and you get more interest on top of that. So it's interest on top of interest on top of interest, year after year, month after month. That's why it's called compound interest. It's that effect that's compounding, okay? And the cool thing about this is after the course of one year, you get that extra 43 pounds. Over the course of 10 years, if you continue to do this, it would be 7,200 pounds that you will have put in of your money. But you know what? At 6%, that's going to now be worth almost 11,000 pounds. The bank will be paying you close to 3,000 pounds, 4,000 pounds for you loaning them your money. Okay? It's free money when you can save. Over 30 years, that same 15 pounds a week added up with that interest would be almost it's 65,365 pounds. 65,000 pounds accrued because you've put 15 pounds a week away in the bank and have gotten compound interest, interest on interest on interest. If we raise that number to 50 pounds a month, woohoo, or 50 pounds a week, it gets even better. After 10 years, it's 32,050 pounds a week. After 10 years is over 32,000 pounds. And after 30 years, it's almost $250,000. It's 237,000 pounds, okay? So when we take that risk and don't just keep that money under our mattress, and we have the wherewithal, the determination to pay ourselves first, We're not just going to spend that into the shops. We're not going to spend that on our credit card and pay the banks all of that interest. Instead, we're going to have the bank pay us that interest. Okay. And I have one more story that I want to share with you. And this is, again, to illustrate the importance of saving early, saving often, and saving for the long term. It's the story of two sisters. Okay. And one sister at age 20 decided to ferret away her money. And for the next 20 years, she put 4,000 pounds away each year for those 20 years. Okay. And I'm going to assume 10% just so that the numbers are easier. At the end of, and now she's 65 years old. So she put away for 20 years, 45 years pass, 20 more years passes. She's now 65 years old. How much will that grow to? Okay, that's question kind of number one. Hold that in the back of your mind. One woman saved from 20 to 40 and then is now 65. And the other sister didn't start saving until she was 40. She really enjoyed her 20s and 40s, her 20s and 30s. At 40, she had the wake-up call, better start saving. So she started putting money away like her sister, that same 4,000 pounds put away each year. She did it for 25 years until today when they're both 65. Okay, so what do you think the difference is between how much these two sisters saved and how much it grew to? The first sister, it was that 4,000 a year for 20 years. So she saved 80,000 pounds while she was saving. The other sister, she did that 40,000 for 25 years. So she has saved 125,000 of her money that she's put away. The difference between what these two women have saved is astounding. Not how much they were scraped together on the front end, but what the banks can do for them on the other end. And it's that compound effect. The first sister had an extra 25 years for her money to grow. And her 80,000 today, when she's 65, can you guess what it is? Can you guess how much money she has? She has almost 2.3 million pounds. Yeah, 2.3 million. She started young. Her sister, who waited, enjoyed her 20s and 30s, and there's maybe a balance here somewhere, right? She's got just over, let me look at my notes here. She's got just over 800,000 pounds. 800,000. It's more than £1 million difference between these two women and what they were able to save. So when I say that compound interest is a super powerful force, as Einstein said, the most powerful force, it's because of that growth, that interest you get on interest year in and year out. So what I'd like to say for you today is I hope you know a little bit more about compound interest. The reason I chose the 6% is because on average, the FTSE 100 in the stock market, on average since its inception about 130 years ago, has returned just under a 6% rate of return. So quoting 6% is something that is feasible over the long term. That's lesson number one. And the other thing is pay yourself. Pay yourself that 15 pounds each week and put it into a savings account. If you can make it 50 pounds, that's even better. And as you can see, over the long term, your money will be working for you and you can do incredible things. As a woman who's got ambition and ideas with a little bit of money to back you, with that nest egg, think of the impact that you can have on the world. So that's your lesson today, compound interest. Incredible, powerful force. Hope you're having a great day where you are. See you again next time. Bye.